Bam, going live tonight. Welcome to the show tonight, everybody. Pro Se Legal School. You get to be the judge. We like that. We like that real good. And let's get everything set up here. Welcome to the program tonight. Okay. Yep. Well, welcome to the program. I'm Coach Neighbors, and tonight we're going to be talking about municipal fraud. Court, municipalities, municipality fraud court. I think it's all the above. Okay, we're going to cover that tonight. And next week, we're going to cover the criminal situation. I've been getting quite a few calls from people who are seeing my ad on Tuluba and other places and following in on YouTube. Where we're making it happen for real. So next week we're going to talk about the criminal situation. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to bring that out, but that's what the subject of a conversation next week going to be. Welcome to the show, Sophia. Cheers. Well, I got to wait till the show's done before I cheer too much. I do have water. Glad you guys can make it, and welcome, Kim. So you guys know the thing. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring the bell and do all those things that you guys have to do. Make sure you click on that so that I can get paid for this punching power that I'm bringing to the table for you guys. So I just want to get right into this because we about to have some fun tonight. Well, we have fun every night. So tonight we're going to be jamming up the municipal court. Break it down. We're going to break down the municipal court fraud. I'm going to break it down back to at the gate. At the gate. Okay. Until you start at the gate, you ain't going to get it straight. So don't wait. Start at. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to start at the gate with this, and I'm going to share my research with you guys showing the municipal court frauds, showing when it started and why it was structured, and, well, y'all already know what you need to be doing, I think. I think y'all know what you need to be doing to get it handled. And there's something on sale on my website over there, at winningcourtnow.com that can help you with this problem. And it's cheap. It's cheap as hell. But I can't tell you how cheap because my sponsors won't let me tell you how cheap. I'm actually sponsoring myself. And I can't tell you how cheap. Because if I tell you how cheap it is and I hear myself say it on the air, then I'm going to be grumpy with myself and then I'm going to have to write myself up. When you got a grumpy ass boss, it ain't good. Then I have to go to this website, that we're talking about, get some papers to file against myself. Okay, sorry. Let's just get right into it here. So this document that I'm talking about to help you with this situation, actually there are several documents on my website that's on sale. This document is going to be on sale until, well, I'll probably leave it up till tomorrow when I wake up, and I don't get up real early, so you got time to get your money together. But you got to figure out which one it is, because I'm not going to tell you which one it is. I only want the sales to go to people who take the time to get over there and see what the hell's going on because they find value in it. Those are the people. So now, before we get started on this municipal court stuff, I'm thinking when I did this a few years back, I didn't really think about that, but I wasn't a gate starter then as much as I am now. Because when you start at the gate, you have a clear view of the path that you need to take. So at the gate, we're going to start at the gate. So starting at the gate, I'm like, what the hell does it mean? I don't know. I mean, it means like a bunch of people that are going to get together and start doing a bunch of illegal stuff there. Okay, let's just stick with the research. Okay, so as a noun, it's referred to as a municipality. The municipality includes all of the people needed to make the fraud operate. That's how I look at it. I like to keep this shit simple because I played football in college and I boxed after that. Those are things that not smart people do. So I had to keep it simple. So both of myself and my boss can understand it. So what's a municipality? So I'm going to screen share here, I think. Okay, there we go. But that's not the one we want to start out with. We're going to start out with this one. So, what's a municipality? I don't know. I didn't start out with Google. Well, Microsoft, but I still call it Google because I'm old. Okay, so municipality here, you can see. A municipality is a city or town with its own local government or local government itself. Now, I copy and pasted that in my notes so I could refer to it without looking over there. And when I did, the own in this sentence, paragraph, whatever, came out a problem with my software, with grammar, and so did yeah. So it just didn't make sense. But see, that's the way it goes when you're reading the fraudster stuff. Okay, it's real easy to see where they're bullshitting at because it's not going to make sense. But we're just going to go with this. I mean, because they are correct here. They just had to figure out this sweet, slick ass way to say it so it don't look like they're doing anything illegal. Now you can Bing this or Microsoft Bing this and look this up yourself if you want to be more. But right here is good. I like the AI machine. The AI machine don't be playing. So it says a municipality is primarily an urban political unit that has corporate status and usually powers of self-government. It can also be referred to as governing body of such unit. Powers of self-government. And the word comes from a Latin word, municipalius, meaning, of or for the city. I think it's of or for the people running the city. And there's some other different meanings there. I copied, and we'll go over a couple of them. It also says a municipality, and this was my next question. My next question was, what does the municipality do? What is, no, according to their words? According to their words, what does a municipality do? Well, according to their words, the municipality provides services such as water, rubbish collection. Okay, here's a different definition. The municipality is primarily an urban league political unit having corporate status and usually powers of self-government. Yep, we heard that. And so, in other words, municipality is a city or a town that has its own local government and is responsible for providing services such as water, electricity, waste management to its residents. I didn't spend a lot of time on this, but I didn't see anywhere where the services they were providing were illegal court services that were not fair and violated your due process. The job of the municipality, that was the next thing on my list, and it got covered up there on the first thing that we talked about. The job of the municipality. Provide services, water, electric management. I wonder how they got it all twisted up. Maybe we'll get to that. Maybe we might have to do another video to get to that one. Okay, so funny. The reason why municipality was originally structured was to save the city money because individual charters were robbing the city blind with their expenses. But still doesn't say anything about illegal court services or fake judges or tricking people into thinking they're in a court and they're actually in an administrative court, but they don't know it. So the city consolidated the services and they created their common law fraud. Now, municipal court was created. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Municipal court was created by the District of Columbia Organic Act in 1871. I'm just kind of poking around here, looking at these other. I don't get a chance to look at some of these other controls, but I'm fine if I shut myself off. Oh. Okay. We're gonna get back on the program here and stop playing around. Okay, so municipal court was created in 1871 by the District of Columbia Organic Act of 1871, when Congress established a new territorial government for the District of Columbia. Okay, so it's not too hard for me to figure out. The municipal court was started to help pick up the trash. Oh, this is cool. It's funny as hell. It's sad because all these people that are getting jammed up in this court. Okay, so Congress created. So it was created for the District of Columbia. It was created for U.S. citizens. It was created for employees of the government, not for you or I. Yeah, my camera wasn't, I didn't have it on the right screen. I need to play around with it a little bit more. They got some new, they keep they keep updating things and making it a little more complicated, but I still have the notes and the teleprompter, so we're just going to go on. You can look it up. The Municipal Court was created in 1871 by the District of Columbia Organic Act of 1871, when Congress established a new territorial government for the District of Columbia and other territories. Municipal court was structured for U.S. citizens, federal workers. That's pretty much it. So the act repeals the individual charters of the cities of Washington and Georgetown and combined them with Washington County to create a unified territorial government for the entire District of Columbia. Did I say the District of Columbia? Yeah, so prof, yeah, and all of our debts are supposed to be paid, but and they knew we didn't understand all that jibber and jabber that they're stuck in everybody's face or whatever, and so they start doing what they want to do. And so, I think with the internet available now, more people are able to express themselves, go research stuff that hasn't been put in their sorry ass books over there they be lying about. Yeah, so it's opened up a whole new door for everybody and closed some doors for some assholes. So I'm just saying. And yeah, public funds, and that's going to be that's going to be a couple of more videos, a couple of more live streams. So welcome, Mary. You got a beautiful family there. They're kind of far away in that little circle, but they look cool. Welcome to stream tonight. Let's go ahead and get rolling because I want to get this done. So I've got a little more to say, but that's pretty much a wrap on the municipal court. It was structured for government workers, and the municipal court now is being used as a tool to violate your due process. Now, here's how it goes. Police pull you over for violating a statute. Statute's not a valid law. Doesn't have an acting clause to tie a lower body. Police officers is in the executive branch of government enforcing right. So when the police officer signs the summons for you to appear, which is also a citation that they call it at the top, at the bottom it says summons. When they sign the summons for you to appear, then they violate the separation clause in the Constitution and your rights and some other stuff. But we're just going to keep it simple. Yeah, so it's not signed by a judicial officer of the court. That's who needs to sign something in the summons for you to appear in court. So right at the gate, yep. And so then they'll assign a judge. Well, the judge doesn't have an injured party. Okay, so without an injured party or damaged property, the judge doesn't have no jurisdiction to be sticking his or her foot in anybody's shit. So and then yeah, it just goes down the hill from there because most people don't step up and sue their asses at the gate. Most people believe the crap that that these same fools, okay, the same ones that's throwing you under the bus, bar members, most people believe the crap that they learned from them growing up. Pretty much everything that you learned in the legal, is pretty much poop. So oh, and so it's pretty much poop. And so that's why what we do here works out a lot better because number one, at the gate, you're going to be adding the state to this problem, whether it's driver ticket or criminal or foreclosure, doesn't matter. The state is the one bankrolling the crap. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to have the prosecutor or the attorney that started it, and the judge. We're not going to forget about the judge, the one who signed on, got an inter party. When you add those people to your stuff, it's a whole different program. People lose sight of the fact that the attorney's number one job is to protect the judge. Mm-hmm. Number one job is to protect the judge. And that's why we, when the judge is on fire at the gate and the attorney has on fire too. And, and if you want to be a real badass, then you could do the stuff I did when my sister let me take over her judicial foreclosure and look up the attorney's property. and add the attorney's spouse, whoever the signer on the attorney's property, to your counterclaim or to your lawsuit. And then you have to serve the spouse. And then we also added the State Bar Association. And we noted in the letter that we included that she probably were going to need to hire a federal attorney because anybody from the State Bar Association would have conflict of interest since they asses on the thing getting sued too. Oh, they were real grumpy. Yep, they were real grumpy. And then we moved over to federal court, and the federal court judge removed the lady. So then we added the magistrate judge butt on there because the magistrate judge has no judicial authority to be involved in your case without signed consent from all the parties. Not only did we add the magistrate judge, we added the woman back on there. But the court wanted us to take somebody off. So we did. We took off the attorney. We took the attorney's ass's name off of the stuff and left his wife on there. And my sister was dying. She was freaking dying. She had such a good time at this. She was dying. And she asked me why I did that. She's still dying. She said, I don't care. I just wonder how you think. I'm like, well, we didn't need to beat the attorney's ass in court. Okay? We didn't. Because the attorney's going to get his ass whooped every day when he goes home. The attorney gonna have to explain to his spouse or her spouse how they gonna get off money this rock when they're all getting sued and their assets have been included into their foreclosure. So now we're suing them for their house. How do you like that? They didn't like that. We play a little rough in Pro Se Legal School. So y'all want to keep that in mind. Yeah, we don't be playing around. So, when it gets right down to it, it gets down to how much of a badass you want to be. That's what it gets down to. Because in my program, you see, I don't be playing around. I don't be playing around. And the stuff that we're doing is stuff that either I learned from them or from you guys. The real-time feedback is what helped me do what we're doing here. Somebody's trying to call me. Don't be calling me now. I'm busy. I'm making money. Whoever that is calling me is not watching the stream, so they ain't on the important list. They ain't on the A team yet. Now, next week, we're going to talk about some criminal stuff. I've got a lot of people that's interested in my Prosecutor Eliminator package or crush the prosecutor's ass. I don't know. I changed the words on it to kind of, because the attorneys kept trying to get me kicked out of everywhere. But now I'm over on Twitter at neighbors_coach. And that's where you guys need to roll if you're interested in coaching after you make your investment. Yeah, they do. And that's why I have the traffic package on my website and updated it. And it's at a special steel deal right now. And it's going to be on that deal for a minute. Hey, William. All is well. I'm just hiding out over here in the classroom. My mother-in-law used to think that I sleep all day in the room. She doesn't really. She was like 93, so she didn't realize you can. As long as she don't hear anybody talking, she doesn't understand that there's still fire going in there. Oh, yeah. Well, now I have a big giant office, right? Yeah, and if so the way my program works, okay, if you do this right and you watch the updated instructional videos, there's like 4 or 5, maybe 6. They outline the new things that you need to know to use the 42 USC because everything's 42 USC anymore. We got away with the judicial, non-judicial, everything's just 42 USC. Had a lady contact me. Oh, I didn't get the 42 USC. I didn't get the mortgage fraud package. Okay, so sometimes people don't read the whole title or read the document to see if the document matches what the instruction said or whatever. But yeah, it's there. So everything is pretty much we're going after them for the process and procedures that they use to violate us, and that makes it a lot more simple. And that is the reason why I don't have to hear all of that stuff that people want to tell me. People text me and they email me, or some people call me and they want me to hear all this stuff, and we don't use any of that stuff in what we're doing other than the names of those people because we're not in their conventional program. Okay, we don't roll in their conventional program. Well, we do just enough to smash them up. That's how we do that. We smash them up, and then we move the hell over here and finish smashing. And finish smashing them up, and just wait for the happy asses to go sit down, okay? Because they're not going to. They don't know how to handle it when they ask it handed to them on a paper plate or a napkin. Some of y'all got the napkin shit that they're asking handed to them on a napkin. So there's a link to the website. You guys want to get some firepower to make these people respect you and stay out your face. That's where you need to go. I'm just going to let that sit there for a minute, and you're welcome. Hey guys, thank you for the value of sharing your time tonight. See you guys in the next live stream. I'm posting a new video tomorrow that's going to talk a little more about the municipal court situation. So I want to do an update before I leave. So in my case, I didn't go to their hearing. I did call them and I talked to the clerk and I told them the situation. Now in 2017, I did we went through this thing, and in the end, they called me from the judge's chambers to figure out a way to make this go away. And so I was a lot more generous then, and that's all I can say about that. Okay, so now I've been down there and nobody wants to talk to me. I've emailed everybody. I mailed them my notice of claim, and so I'm just kind of waiting to see what they want to do. Now they did send me a letter, and I'm going to put that in the video tomorrow. And I think it was auto generate letter. I don't know, but the letter pretty much said that my happy ass didn't show up for their hearing. It didn't mention that I called. I don't think they have a letter for people who call and bitch their ass. So the letter said that my happy ass didn't show up for the hearing and that they're going to extend me an additional 30 days to show up. So the extension of that additional, and if I don't show up within the extensional 30 days, the extension of the 30 days, then there's going to be an issue. There's going to be a warrant issued for my arrest. And so I'm like, so what? They're going to arrest me again? Are you kidding me right now? The first time they arrested me, the sheriff's department didn't want to keep my ass. They did not know. I'm like waiting for my pillow. They did not want to keep me, and I shouldn't have been arrested. The officer decided he's going to teach me a lesson, but he didn't realize that they already taught me the lesson a whole bunch of years ago. And that lesson was that I needed to devote my life to learning and educating myself so that when these fools tell him in my face, I'll be able to handle it. So, and I'm sure they've been on his ass, because if he'd have called it in, I'm sure they would have told him to leave my ass alone. So like the last 2 times. Well, they stopped me one time and they said my driver's license was expired. And that was back in 2017 when I sued them. And I told them, they're just a little slow getting, here's my letter. He didn't care. He said, I'm just, you'll let your wife drive, I'll let you know. I'm like, what? I don't usually take the deal from the po-po, but shit, I'll take that deal all day long. I'm going to get out and let her switch. So don't shoot me. I'm getting out of the car. Oh, you looked at me. Okay, that's not funny, Mr. Okay, I'm just kidding, man. Relax. Okay. Yeah. So, but this officer didn't call it in. He just wanted to be a hot shot, want to teach me a lesson. So, that's where we are right now. He's teaching me a lesson. So one of my friends contacted me today who knows some people who know some people. And we'll just call him Ben for the sake of the conversation. Okay, Ben contacted me today. I hung out with him, and apparently the prosecutor that I've been talking to, the prosecutor they told me I needed to talk to was, well, they told me she handled all of the stuff. Well, from what my friend said, the prosecutor that I've been talking to is the same prosecutor for Municipal Court. And the prosecutor and then he asked me what they charged me with. Well, I got charged with assault and criminal trespass and a bunch of stupid shit. And he's like, well, no, that's going to be over in the state court, in the real court. Well, you're right. I didn't think about that. I figured the prosecutor was going to take me over there or something. I didn't know how I was supposed to get over there. But yeah. So I asked him who the prosecutor was over there. And so he told me her name, and told me she was a Native American. And we got talking. I said, what's her name? He said, Valdez. No, Valdez is not Native American. That's Mexican. Valdez is Mexican. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, and they're really mad at her. Like, everybody down there is mad at her because, okay, so she's giving the judge a hard time. And this is like, okay, I'm just going to tell you, then y'all can, okay, so they're mad at this prosecutor that appears to be the one that's supposed to be coming after me for the stuff that they filed or whatever. So they're mad at her because she's refusing to prosecute these people, some other people, until she looks at the police officer's disciplinary record or so I'm thinking she probably heard some stuff. Yeah, but you know what? That's impressive to me that she's willing to stand up to these fools and not just roll over or whatever. And that might be kind of why. I wonder if Officer Sean Dalbert is the one. I never thought about that. I wonder if Officer Sean Dalbert is the officer that don't want to turn on that they don't want to provide the records, his disciplinary records or his whatever, to see how interesting. So I don't know if it's the same. It's the same. I don't know if my case in their face is the one that's one of the cases that's causing some problems. Well, that's really interesting. Yeah, we know all about that, man, but that's not what we're talking about, okay? Because that shit is too complicated and it gets you in the administrative stuff, in my opinion, no offense to anybody, okay, the administrative stuff is not going to help them stop throwing your ass in jail. So I'm just saying. It's not going to help them stop, that's interesting. So I need to contact a different person. I'm going to look this person up tonight and send her an email. Ms. Valdez. Wow. And she wants to hold somebody accountable for bringing people to her desk. I wonder if my case is the one that's oh. Okay, so yeah, I think this is about to get fun and interesting. Okay, so anyway, my ass ain't going down there. Okay, I'm not going down there. They can just come and arrest me if they want to. Okay, because I'm not going down there unless I go down there to serve them the lawsuit, and I'm just going to wait their ass out and let them. They're the ones started this shit, so I ain't in a hurry, and I ain't scared of going to jail. I didn't want to stand there where my back was sore because I had ice on it before I went over here and got in this dude's face and stuff, But no, I ain't scared of going to jail. They already know that shit. I don't take no deal either. Y'all just haul me off. And, me gusta la pinche comida en la pinta. Yeah, that's what I told them when they had me locked up and they wanted me to lie on my wife. Yeah, my high school sweetheart that I married. And yeah, my anniversary is coming up next month. I think 43 years. Yeah, they want me to lie on my high school sweetheart. Yep. No, yo no quiero llevar. Me gusta la pinche comida aquí. Okay, for those of you who don't know Spanish, I think that means I'm not in a hurry to leave because I like the food here. Yeah, that's what I told their asses. I like the food here. Yeah, well, then they screwed me over because then they started the mental evaluation crap. And yeah, I wasn't ready for that. And that was, 33 months later, I got my happy ass out. But you know what? Nope, they wouldn't do that again. Anybody that's dealing with the mental evaluation, I talked to a young man today, Michael. We talked, and yeah, he's giving them a hard time. Yep, and yeah, they want him to take another mental evaluation. I'm like, man, you ain't suing the right people. Okay, but here's the deal on that mental evaluation. This is what I told him. Yeah, you can challenge the doctor's ass, especially if you're in court. Doctor, your job is to assess my mind, right? Yes, sir, Mr. Neighbors. Mr. Neighbors. I know they wanted to call me some stuff. Yes, sir, Mr. Neighbors. That's my job. Doctor Head in your ass, can you tell me where my mind is? Nobody. No. Is it in my foot? Oh, the prosecutor got mad. Objection. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just trying to find out. I mean, if the doctor is competent to assess my mind, he needs to know where it is. If he don't know where it is, then how can he assess it? I'm just asking. Now, y'all said I'm mentally ill. I'm crazy. I can't defend myself. So right now, I'm not trying to defend myself. I'm just trying to find my mind. Oh yeah, they whenever they dragged my happy ass in court, there was nobody in the audience back there. No, just yeah. Well, Mary, if you're in administrative court, none of that's going to matter, and the facts being on your side is not going to matter. So this is the thing that people get it twisted. Okay, there's no judicial courts. Okay, you've been lied to your whole life to believe that you had rights and the judge is going to help you. Judge is going to make shit be fair, and all that shit's a lie. Okay, The judge is getting paid by them to take your shit, and the judge is getting the pension. I got a lady, Shamel Maxwell, I think she's in Georgia or North Carolina, somewhere, and the judge had his mail coming to her house after they threw her dad out. Well, they stopped it for a while with the stuff, but then they went ahead and got him evicted anyway. Well, she found out a month and a half later that they moved everything over to the property tax court and evicted him. And in the beginning, working with me, my coaching to her was, dude, the only way they're going to be able to beat your ass with my stuff is to jam you up on the property tax crap. So you need to make sure that, and we got what we need to stop that too. Okay. Okay, but we ain't got time to be playing and all of that. So she made sure that shit was, yeah. And then she found out that they actually did foreclosure through the property tax. They were over here doing the regular foreclosure, and then they just moved it over to tax court and did the thing without even checking the thing. They did the thing without checking the thing. She's like, Coach, I have right here in my hand my canceled check, my receipt from them. And the day that I went down there, I actually recorded them taking my stuff and talking to me about it. Yeah. And that was quite a while ago. She gave me an update here a month or 2 months ago. And she let me know that the Judge Strickland and his son was a realtor. And Judge Strickland and his son had been stealing homes from people and then taking them over himself or themselves. Yeah, so that's going down, and they're trying to kick the judge off the thing over there or whatever. And so I helped her. This was back when in the middle of me doing things where I actually did help people like that before, but I wasn't as busy as I am now. And yeah, so she's going to do what is supposed to be done next. And yeah, and they got stories about him and everything. So it doesn't matter. You have to sue the people attacking you. That's Mary. That's it. It's simple. You got to sue the people attacking you because it don't matter about the facts. The facts ain't never on your side because you have no control over the rules because there are none. Hey, Gino, welcome to the show tonight. All right, guys, thanks for your time tonight. Make sure you get over to the website and see what's on sale. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Stay in the ring.